What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor. And as always, I'm about to take your taste buds on a culinary journey. Now, if any of you saw one of my episodes, the Cajun chicken pasta, it was an epic fail. So I have to redeem myself. I have to come out, do something better, and make that failure into something great. So what I'm going to do today is pasta chicken, and we got spinach, parsley, garlic, cheese. Now this is a Parmesan wedge cheese, and what we're going to do, you can use a grater for this, but what I'm going to use to get more bang for your bucks is this potato pillar. And we have cherry tomatoes, and we're going to do that with linguine. We have salt, pepper, all this stuff. We got our water going over here, and the water is boiling. So what we're going to do now, as we always do, we're going to season it. And we're going to season it today with some coarse Mediterranean sea salt. When cooking pasta, you always want the water to taste like the sea. So that's going, and when that comes to a full boil, we're going to add our linguine to that. We're going to come over here, we're going to start this skillet, let it get hot for us, instead of us waiting for it to get hot. Now our chicken. We have some boneless, skinless chicken breasts there, and we're going to just salt it up with some of this sea salt. And some pepper, freshly ground. Our extra virgin olive oil. And what we're going to do first is we're going to get a nice little sear on our chicken breast, and then we're going to go heads first into all the rest of our ingredients. Now our water is going, so we're going to add our linguine to this. And you can add any kind of pasta you like, spaghetti, Alfredo, whatever you choose, whatever you like, whatever your pasta fetish is, you go with that. Linguine's in. Give this a nice little stir. Now we're going to add our chicken, seasoned side down. And it's starting to sizzle. That's the sound you want to see or hear. Now season the other side, because we only season one side with our coarse sea salt, our ground black pepper, and we're going to let that go, and we're going to let that brown, and then we're going to flip that over and brown the other side. Now to our other ingredients. Our parsley, our spinach. What we're going to do first is our shallot. One shallot should do nicely with this. Get the paper off of that. Keep your fingers out of the way. Nice little slices of our shallot. Slide that to the side. Come over for garlic. See if you can get a couple cloves. And the easy way to get the paper off, as usual, smash it. Get your aggression out. The paper is easier, it comes off that way. And give this a quick little dice. Doesn't have to be routine or everything has to be nicely. Just give it a rough chop. And turn our attention back over to our chicken. Take a look. Cut our water down before we have another epic fail. Flip it over. Stir our linguine. Make sure it's not sticking. Now, our cherry tomatoes, let's open those up. And our cheese, get that ready for us. Now guys, we're just going to continue to cook our chicken, get it brown on all sides. Our linguine is going to be going, and when we get back, we're going to slice up these cherry tomatoes, get our spinach ready, and our parsley. I'm going to clean up a little bit. I'm Don Smith, this is What's Cooking Neighbor, and when we get back, we're going to have another delicious pasta dish. We'll be right back.
Campbellsville University would like to invite you to the 2018 Stars and Stripes Homecoming Celebration. Join us for a day honoring fond memories in our country as we gather on the campus with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. On October 5th and 6th, we hope to welcome you home to celebrate CU's past, present, and future. That's Campbellsville University's 2018 Stars and Stripes Homecoming Celebration on October 5th and 6th. For more information, visit campbellsville.edu/homecoming.
Campbellsville Baptist Church, a church where all ages grow in the love of God. From children and youth worship to sports ministry and mission outreach, Campbellsville Baptist Church shares the love of God both in and outside of the sanctuary. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings at 9 and small group Bible study at 10:30. That's Campbellsville Baptist Church, the people of God sharing God's love because God's love changes the world. Campbellsville University Cosmetology teaches beauty inside and out. The cosmetology students at CU receive salon experience while learning in a contemporary environment from faculty who have worked in the industry. With areas of study ranging from hairstyling to salon management, Campbellsville University Cosmetology can help you turn your passion into a profession. Kickstart your cosmetology career today. Visit campbellsville.edu/cosmetology.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company serves the Taylor County area with 3 convenient locations. Our online and mobile options can make your banking experience even easier, with features such as digital wallet, Touch ID login with our mobile app, and online deposits. Mobile banking also gives you the online control of your Citizens Bank debit card. Along with our banking locations, we also offer a no-charge ATM in the Student Commons on the campus of Campbellsville University. Citizens Bank and Trust in Campbellsville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's up guys, I'm Don Smith and this is What's Cooking Neighbor, and today we're cooking pasta chicken flortini. Usually chicken flortini is a pasta with the spinach and chicken and cream, but we're gonna add a little pasta into this to make it, or to kick it up just a tad bit. So what we got here, we got our chicken going. It's already been browning, and it's browning nicely. Now we're gonna take these out, set this aside. They will be back to the party, so don't worry about that. And if it's not already all the way cooked through, don't worry about it. We're gonna put it back in there and it will finish cooking then. So what we got now is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna add our shallots. Get our shallots in, and we're gonna saute those with our garlic. And we got our heat on medium high, or right now. We don't want to burn our garlic, so we're just going to give that a quick saute. And then you can see it's already browning, so I'm going to set this back there and just hang out a little bit. We're going to come back and we're going to spinach. Now this is fresh spinach. You can buy the bag spinach, you can buy the baby spinach, anything you want to. let that hang out right there. And our tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes. We're just going to cut these in half. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Just cut these in half, and then we're going to add these. As many as you want, as less as you want, totally up to you. A couple more. Now we're going to put this back on the heat, and we're going to add our cherry tomatoes. Now while that's going, what we're going to do now is come over here, and we're going to chop up the chicken. Let's get the spinach, hang out over there. Rough chop, doesn't matter, just bite size. And add it back to the skillet. And we're going to do that for all this chicken. Back to the pool you guys go. Hang out over there. Wait for the rest of your friends. And our last piece of chicken. This one was the thickest piece of chicken, so you can see that it's not cooked all the way through. Don't worry. It's going back into the pool with the rest of these guys. And give this a quick stir. And we're going to add our salt and pepper to this, just to give a little seasoning to the shallots and the garlic in there. Give us a quick stir. Let all these guys hang out, get to know each other. You can see all the different colors in here with the chicken and the tomatoes. And then we're going to add that beautiful green of the spinach into this. And it's going to be delicious, colorful, flavorful. Stir this around, make sure all those pieces of chicken that wasn't already cooked is getting cooked now. And we're just cooking that through. And we'll check on our linguine. And then we want to cook this al dente. We don't want this all the way done because we're going to add it to our chicken and tomatoes and spinach and all that, so we don't want this all the way done. Let's taste it, if we can get one out of there. That is exactly where we want this to be. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to drain this, come back here and find our strainer. Now just strain our pasta. And we're just going to let that hang out for right now. Do a little cleanup here. Bring our pasta, our parsley, and we're going to give this a rough chop. And we're going to add this parsley at the very last minute. I love the smell of parsley. All right, guys. Everything is starting to come together now. We're just going to continue to cook our chicken. Make sure all our chicken is cooked through. Let it mingle and hang out with those shallots and garlic. We got our linguine waiting on us. We have our cheese ready. We're just going to do a quick cleanup. When we get back, we're going to put this together, and we are going to be having chicken fontaine over pasta. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be great.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
Here at Saloma Baptist Church, our mission and ministry extends beyond our walls. We are focused on teaching all ages about the love of Jesus, preparing them for a life of mission. We are committed to serving the local community and the world in the name of Jesus Christ. For more information on service times and mission opportunities, please visit our website at salomabaptist.com. We extend a warm welcome to you and your family here at Saloma Baptist Church.
My name is James C. Miller III, and I started to work at Taylor County Bank on July 1st, 1960. The bank was started because during the crash, the banks here failed, or at least one of them did. So there was a need for an additional bank in Taylor County. But the thing about our bank is this, that we had an old slogan back then. First in service, first in safety, first in convenience, and that's what we've always tried to do, and I think we still do.
Welcome back, guys, to What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm Don Smith, and we are cooking chicken fontaine pasta. We already got our linguine back there waiting on us, hanging out right now. We have our chicken, tomatoes, shallots, garlic, all in this pan right here. It's hanging out. It's coming together, starting to smell really good. And we're just going to finish cooking this off. You can already see some of the colors coming together right here. The chicken was cooked off to a nice golden brown. Took that out, added the shallots, the garlic, got up all those little bits in the bottom of the pan. Never throw those away. That's nothing but deliciousness, and it adds so much flavor to your dish, so don't get rid of that. Add our tomatoes into this. And that's going great. Now we're going to add just a little bit of Italian parsley seasoning. Just another layer of flavor. Totally optional, totally up to you. Add as much as you want, don't add any at all. I think it adds a little more flavor to this and add a little bit herbishness, if that's a real word, to this dish with some herbs. If you don't, other than the parsley, we really don't have any herbs in this. And I just love Italian seasoning, so I add it to just about everything. We're gonna let that go, let that hang out. And now, if you saw the Cajun chicken Alfredo, you seen the epic fail that was, and it was all because of this right here, or the lack of this right here. I used half and half, and I should have used heavy cream or whipping cream, which I have here. So we're just gonna add this in. Get rid of that. Stir all this together. And we're going to cut this up just a tad bit to get this going. And once this starts to boil, we are going to add our cheese to this. We're gonna cut this up, get this guys going. Get our pasta. Bring it back to the stove so it can be waiting for us. Now again, when you add this cheese, like I said, you can use a cheese grater or any kind of thing you like. I'm gonna use this pillar, or this potato pillar, to add to this. I think you get a little more bang for your bucks. You don't have little bitty of the shredded cheese that just melts away really quickly into this. And now, as you can see, the little bubbles starting to peer the little heads in. And then that's going. Now, our cheese. Just like that. And a couple more. Now we're going to cut this down before I make the same mistake. Cut it on low, and then we're just going to incorporate that cheese into this. You can always add more cheese if you need to. Adjust as you go. I'm just going to take a look at this, see how creamy this is, see if we need to add any more cheese or not. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese to this. But this is beautiful. And it smells delicious. Yeah, we're going to add just a tad bit more cheese to this, and then this should be good. Don't worry about that. It'll melt in with the rest of it. Stir it around. You can see that the cream is starting to get thick. And with that extra big chunk of cheese that fell off in here, it's going to help become even more creamier and more delicious. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to add the spinach. Now remember, usually the spinach is sauteed, cooked. You put it on a plate, you add your chicken, and then you spoon the cream sauce over top of it. But we're going to add all this spinach directly into this. And it's going to cook down, wilt down. But we are going to season spinach because spinach really doesn't have that much of a taste. So we're going to add some more of this Mediterranean sea salt to this, and our pepper. And we're just going to incorporate the spinach into this, and you'll see that the spinach is going to wilt and become part of the sauce and the chicken. And remember, this is fresh, but you don't have to use fresh. You can always use those bags of the spinach that you get, or even baby spinach, or even frozen spinach. Frozen spinach might work better into this because I think it may hold up to the sauce a little bit more, and the texture won't be as mushy as it might be with fresh. But I think the fresh spinach adds a better, vibrant color to this dish. So you can't go wrong any way you want to do it. It's totally up to you. It's totally optional. It's your kitchen. You cook the way you want to cook. That's what I always say. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to put this dish together, and you'll see just how good chicken Florentine pasta can be. We'll be right back.
My name is James C. Miller III, and I started to work at Taylor County Bank on July 1st, 1960. The bank was started because during the crash, the banks here failed, or at least one of them did. So there was a need for an additional bank in Taylor County. But the thing about our bank is this, that we had an old slogan back then: first in service, first in safety, first in convenience. And that's what we've always tried to do, and I think we still do.
Campbellsville University would like to invite you to the 2018 Stars and Stripes Homecoming Celebration. Join us for a day honoring fond memories in our country as we gather on the campus with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. On October 5th and 6th, we hope to welcome you home to celebrate CU's past, present, and future. That's Campbellsville University's 2018 Stars and Stripes Homecoming Celebration on October 5th and 6th. For more information, visit campbellsville.edu/homecoming.
What's up, guys? This is What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm your host, Don Smith, and we're cooking chicken pasta Florentine, and everything has come together nicely just the way we want it. We got our chicken, we got our cream, we have shallot, we have garlic, we have spinach, we have cherry tomatoes, we have our linguine sitting right there waiting for us, and everything is in the pool right now and it's hanging out, and you can see all the different colors, and it smells delicious. Now what we're gonna do now is add our linguine into this to hydrate it back with the sauce. Get all that linguine back. Now, of course, you can just put this their linguine on the plate and add your sauce over top of it. Totally up to you again. And then we just want to incorporate, we want some of that sauce all over the linguine. And look at that. That is beautiful. And that is done. Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of my tongue so quickly, but what we're gonna do now, look at that, it's beautiful. Spinach, chicken, shallots. Make sure we get some of those tomatoes in there. And we're gonna add some parsley, and that is it, guys. Chicken Florentine pasta. It smells delicious, it looks delicious. There's only one thing to do before we close out. You know I have to do it. We gotta try it, see what it tastes like. Guys, that's the winner. The chicken, the spinach, the parsley, everything. This is What's Cooking Neighbor. Join us every Friday where I'm going to be trying my best to send your taste buds on a culinary journey. We'll see you next time, guys. I'm just going to continue to eat this. Go on, get out of here.